Hey, Jeremy.
What's going on, Conky?
Are you staying dry?
There was a moment in time where I was so soaked that I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was naked in a hurricane.
I saw that. You can't unsee something like that. But the question is, are the pigs all right?
The pigs are okay, and I'm going to give you, because this is Conky's Flippin' Adventures, I'm going to give you a whole teaser that only you guys are going to know, and George is the only other person that knows this, and she's going to kill me for sharing this. If you go back and watch the video, there is a clip and a scene. If you listen and you pay attention, I am naked on the property, and I'm actually peeing while I'm recording. Now, for the super fans, you got to go find the clip because it is there. George is the only one that knows about it. Now everybody who is in here early knows about it. If you're a super fan, you literally will hear me filming, urinating all at the same time.
Oh, I don't know if I want to know that.
No joke. No joke. That's how real. That's how real this hurricane was.
You got to be kidding.
No joke whatsoever. No joke. And George can even tell you in the shot, there's a little smirk on my face. But the entire shot, I was out there filming. And I was like, I got to go. I was like, I don't have to do nothing. I'm filming. I was just like, all right. The funny thing is, so I thought I had prepped and I prepared, and I slept on the couch in the house, and that couch was amazing. The one thing I did not do, because when I closed the camper all up, I took all the slides in. The slides come in, and it pushes against all of the dresser drawers. So I had no power on the camper to go back in and get more clothes. I never brought a change of clothes with me. All the clothes were trapped in the drawers in the actual camper.
Now, I noticed you moved the one dresser that was over. You put a couch there.
Yep, I moved the couch over there.
Okay, in that dresser is a pair of turtle pajama bottoms. If you want to wear them,
I left all your stuff in the dresser drawer where it was.
Okay, yeah, because that's my, I got my toothpaste and my brush and my vest and all that down there.
I left all of your stuff in the drawer, and then George has a drawer, but just for ease and convenience, and since I was going to be living in the area in the house for the duration of the hurricane, I made it more functional. And I was just very, very foolish and did not bring any type of change of clothes. I didn't even think through that part of it. And I went out, got completely and totally soaked, and I was like, I have a problem. I definitely have a problem. And then I thought, I live on 70 acres. I can do whatever I want at any point in time. I was like, I don't have a problem. This is the solution.
No problems, just solutions. I love it.
No problem at all. After that, I was like, you know what? This ain't a problem. But the super fans will be able to find, if they listen, if they use their senses, they'll be able to find that shot because it 100% exists.
Well, I mean, all you really have, I noticed you're using that thing where you're in the corner of the camera.
Director's view. Yep.
Yeah. I guess we just have to look for the smirk on your face.
I wouldn't look for any splashes, but you'll hear it.
Jeez.
You'll hear
it. Where is everybody else?
Late as usual would be my guess.
Yeah. Again, if Guapo gets here before Rob, I'm going to have to change that to Rob will be late as usual.
You would not believe the property right now. Now, I'm not going to tell you all the drastic alterations to the property because that's tomorrow's video. But remember everywhere you guys took the gator?
Yeah.
You would need a boat.
Last time we were down there, the creek was, And on the gator, I mean, last time we were down there, we'd take the gator anywhere. Last time we were down there on the gator, you could practically drive it down into the creek bed and just drive along the creek bed if you wanted to.
You know the bridge that we walk across, right?
What bridge?
To get to the hollow cypress, the little plastic pipes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know the trail to get there, right?
Yeah.
You know the trail that goes back there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get to any of that.
Completely underwater?
Completely.
You completely soaked and wet?
Completely.
You ever see so much rain in your life?
Actually, in April, I think in April when George went back up to Ohio, it was more rain. Definitely harder rain and more rain.
Huh.
But I've never seen so much water on the property because it's insane right now. It's insane.
Wow. Well, I saw where you were walking through it. It looked like it was like up past your ankles in most places. Just normal spots in the yard where,
Oh, easy.
Where it's dry.
Easy.
I had people calling and asking me if you're okay and praying for you and everything else. And I said, I'll be talking to them tonight.
Yeah, we had a lot of messages come through to us asking us about you. And I basically told him, I said, well, he released, like yesterday, like last night, I said, he released a video at 5:30. So I know he was alive at 5:30. Just going to have to tune in.
Tomorrow's video is the aftermath, and that was filmed today. And I think some of it will just blow your mind. It'll blow your mind.
Wow. So today's video that wrapped up this afternoon. I mean, that was something you filmed up to today. That
was filmed yesterday.
Okay.
So today's video was filmed yesterday. The hurricane passed yesterday, and I'll take that back. Some of tomorrow's video was filmed yesterday as well. Some of it.
Okay.
But there's a small portion in the beginning that was filmed yesterday. Everything else today was cleanup of the aftermath and the destruction. So it'll be interesting.
So has Robbie called you at all lately?
Oh my goodness, yes. He called me last night. He goes, we got two gator nuisance calls. One's an 8-footer. He goes, you're coming down. I went, all right. So I was supposed to go down there and catch gators today, and the thunderstorms kept us away. So tomorrow morning I go to catch gators with him.
Nice.
Got 2 gator calls tomorrow.
Wow. An 8-footer, and what else?
He doesn't know the other one. At least he hasn't told me yet. That doesn't mean he's not texting me and telling me, but.
Well, it's good to hear he's still doing good down there, and he got his animals, secured and all that.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good.
So Guapo's not here yet.
Where's Guapo?
I don't know.
You know where he's at. He's going to be late as usual.
As usual.
If he was here, you guys would be like, "Is it time? Is AA about to end? Is it time for the prayer?"
Yeah. You're like, "Hey, it's time to pray. Guapo's here."
Well, I did have. We got 526 in the chat right now. Wow, a lot of people here.
I promise you guys, you won't recognize the property. Now, even today. So here's the thing: I was gonna start filming the destruction and the flooding yesterday. Yesterday it was bad. But remember, it's Florida, so it's sand. Today it's only bad. But if I would have recorded everything yesterday afternoon, it would even blown your mind even more.
Wow. Well, how long does it take? I don't even know if you know the answer to this yet. How long will it take for all that water to go away?
Don't know. Don't know the property well enough yet.
Huh. Well, the other issue you guys had, Jeremy, was it was been so dry for so long that the ground is not going to soak up the water like usual. It's going to take a little longer. You guys haven't had that much water. I mean, it's been dry down there.
And you guys remember, and you guys will find out if water got into the house or not in tomorrow's video. But you guys remember walking across a dry creek bed.
Thanks,
we
Jennifer.
Walked across the dry creek bed.
Yeah, to get to the tree.
To even go to the trail, which goes to the trail, to get to the bridge, to get to the tree. So I'm talking about, you know, where there's the pond area of the creek, and then there's the trail that starts into the woods.
Yep.
12 inches of water.
Wow. I can't wait to watch the video. It's going to be crazy.
Yep.
It's wild. It's wild. I had to go back through it with a tractor, and then I was going to try and get to different places. There, you'll see the video tomorrow. It's just it was crazy.
Well, will your tractor get around back there better than the Gator?
Oh, easy, because it's higher off the ground.
Right, but is it all-wheel drive like the Gator is, or is it just rear-wheel drive?
Both of them, I can put them in all-wheel drive.
Oh, okay.
I keep the tractor in all-wheel drive all the time.
Okay.
Look, now we're going to have people going, "You're an idiot. You don't know how to drive a tractor."
Well, if you're on sand, I don't think it's going to hurt it. Plus, isn't the tractor like hydraulic drive or hydro drive? Yeah, you're not going to hurt it.
Not going to hurt it at all. It's the best thing. Just keep it in.
Yeah. So without Guapo here, I wanted to bring up something to the AA guys tonight and kind of ask you how you guys feel about this, or see if there's something you want to talk about. We all started out, you know, AA started out about like storage units and doing storage videos and things like that. And it seems like all of our lives have evolved beyond that. And I wanted to see how you guys felt about, I know, like Robert, I know you were talking about, you did a snippet about, you know, like some of your cooking, and, you know, you used to be you probably still are a pretty good chef. And I know some of your interests are going towards cooking. Jeremy, you know, between the property and the Maryland, all that, we've all sort of, I've got my restoration videos coming up. We've all sort of evolved beyond just doing storage unit videos. I wanted to see if you guys wanted to kind of talk about that and get your take on it.
Change the name from AA to
what would we call it?
Actions Anonymous, Adrenaline Anonymous.
There you go.
That sounds good.
Adrenaline Anonymous.
You know, I don't know so much that it's gone away from things. It's just that, you know, it's basically vlogging your life, and sometimes life takes you in different directions, and you do different things, and, you know, and hopefully the viewers appreciate it when we do different things, you know, instead of just always the same thing. I mean, I know a lot of people seem they really enjoy the shark fishing videos and the skydiving videos and, you know, our manatee videos. And
the infamous George just had a genius idea. You see that there?
There it is.
That's a good idea.
Because adventure is anything. Adventure in the kitchen, adventure in the sea, adventure in a hurricane, adventure. Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, I'm beyond biased. You guys know I'm beyond biased, but does seem kind of genius.
I like it. I like it.
Maybe we should
use AA is AA.
Yeah, we can still call it AA. It's just I don't know. It seems like we've evolved beyond. I mean, we're still doing. You know, we can still go to a good storage auction and talk about what we bought at the auction and all that. But, you know, it seems like we've all, in the last couple of years, have you know, our lives have just, I don't know what to say. I'll say that we've evolved past just that, you know?
It's been a growth process as far as figuring out what to share, what parts of your life to share, and what parts of your life you do want to share. And for me, again, I say this often, but for me, I was recording my dates with George from the very beginning because I felt I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it was. I've never been one to take a million pictures or anything like that. But I was like, you know what? I kind of like the creative aspect of trying to build a story and save it and scrapbook your life. So YouTube for me has been scrapbooking my life with George, but allowing people to come along for the journey. And so it is. We do not make videos for anybody except for us. And I mean that very, very humbly. I'm not trying to be mean. We get a million messages of, you need to do this in your videos.
Thanks, Michelle.
And you need to do this in your videos. And we don't need to do anything in our videos except what we want. But it's a scrapbook of our lives. And then we go, well, this is our life. Hey, if you want to come along for the ride, feel free to come along for the ride. You know? Yep, that's just something I've done, and I've scrapbooked our lives. YouTube is just the platform where it's gone.
I mean, the coolest thing about the YouTube is like Jeremy said, the scrapbook part of it. I mean, we have moments in time like I could tell people things that, you know, hey, Jeremy, remember that time we found a Harley Davidson in a storage locker? And people are like, oh, yeah, right. Remember we sold it to Mike Wolf from American Pickers? Oh, sure you did. Oh, hey, here's the YouTube. You can go watch the video, guys. Because people are going to say, yeah, that ever happened. People would never believe you. But it's all video. So that evidence is always there, that piece of history. And Jeremy and I, just that experience that we had with George that day, and, you know, the guy that they sent from American Pickers, and talking to Mike Wolf, and Jeremy playing the ABC song or something. I can't remember. He played some kind of good song on my guitar that I found, a $3,000 guitar. I mean, just those things, all that was captured on film. And 10, 20 years from now, you know, my kids might be watching that, or, you know, Jeremy's kids or whatever. You know, it's just one of those things that piece of time is always going to be there, and it's video recorded, and such a great thing. Instead of just having that picture, just imagine all those pictures you have in your album if you actually had it video recorded.
Right.
I mean, such a great experience. And I mean, those kind of things, you know, I've had times when you guys know, I've gone to storage units with my son, and we're going through units with him. And, you know, he still talks about that. Hey, remember that one time when you, me, and Jeremy, and we're climbing to the back of the unit, Dad? And yeah, you know, but he's going to go back. He could go find that video and watch it one day. So that's just the awesome part.
Yeah. The cool part of your son is going to tell his kids someday, yeah, my dad did this, took me to a storage unit, and his kids are going to be like, yeah, right. Or, you know, whatever, Dad. And he can go, no, look, I'll pull it up. I have it all right here. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
It's awesome.
The beauty of it. I don't think anybody would have believed that Conky jumped out of an airplane and passed out unless we videoed it, that he passed out.
True. Would anyone believe Guapo dropped his phone in the water if we didn't have it on video? And, you know, I mean, the great things that we have on video, guys.
Yeah, you're right.
And then, speaking of which, I bought a storage locker a couple months ago, and today all this furniture, I got to go through the furniture. So I started going through the furniture. 2 great finds today. 2 great finds. Oh. One's in the video today. I'll just show you a little bit of that. Take a look at this. Full screamy Conky.
Oh, nice.
Full screamy.
Ooh.
Today in the video, guys. Look at this box, though. And the box is so crispy. I think that's the original tape that came on the box. Oh. And then take a look.
That's cool.
Oh, wow. I actually had one of those at one time.
And I don't know if you guys know much about the Benjamin, but Benjamin is one of the top brands of little CO2 pistols, guys. And you can look them up, and it depends on the model number, but they usually go anywhere between like 150 to 300. And then the other thing I found, you're gonna have to watch the video, guys. But you won't believe what I found in this. This is going to be tomorrow's video probably. But unbelievable find. I don't get shocked often. I don't get crazy happy often, but that one made me happy. So you guys are going to have to take a look at that. I got all kind of things I can show you guys today. One last thing I'll show you, Conks. This is from that same. This was in a video though. It's a map. If you guys look at it, it's
fabric.
made a cloth.
Oh wow!
And this is a World War II map that they would give U.S. pilots. If you look right here, Belgium, France, Germany. So this way, if they got shot down and they were behind enemy lines, they wouldn't have a paper map that could get wet, destroyed. They would have a cloth map where they could find their way back and get out. So this is a World War II cloth map. So if you guys ever find one, extremely collectible. And this is a good one because it's Belgium, Germany, and all that. I haven't sold one for a while, so I'm not sure the current price, but easily $100 bill.
Oh, they'll eat that thing up.
See, someone said they sewed them inside their helmets. That's true. So these old maps like that, but this one's in pristine condition. So, but some awesome stuff. That's why we love Storage Unit, guys. The adventure of that, and we love all the other stuff we do. And you know, we're adventure seekers. I mean, we're entrepreneurs. Usually, if you're an entrepreneur, you're always going to be a risk taker in general, because if you don't take risk, you're never going to make it as an entrepreneur.
This is true.
You want me to answer Stacy's question?
I had it up there for a minute.
All right, Stacy, we don't ever block anybody for telling us how to do something better. But at the same time, whatever it is you do in life, you're an expert at it. I don't know how to do whatever it is that you do. We block people for negativity and inappropriateness, period. That's it. One person has a bad day, leaves a negative comment. We have a no tolerance whatsoever. Now, here's the part that gets a little bit out of control on YouTube. We get a ton of people. We got 126 million views, right? I'm speaking for What the Hales. And we got 126 million people that want us to tailor a video towards them. It is never, ever going to happen, period. And this is usually 126 million people that have no idea how to film, how to edit, how to even do YouTube except to view YouTube. So this would be the same way as, I mean, I laugh all the time because we get people making comments about how I need to run my business, how I need to do this. And then when you dig into what they're doing, they do nothing. They do nothing. They do not have a job. They don't have any desire whatsoever to work. This is 99% of the time, the people who leave comments. So I liken it to a dime always trying to tell a dollar how to be a dime. And a dollar doesn't like to be told how to be a dime. A dollar is always going to want to be a dollar. I know how to run my business to be successful. That's why I am successful. And so when people come along and they go, and again, it's just innocent comments most of the time. They go, well, you should do this and you should do this. Typically, they don't know processes. They don't know legalities. They don't know business principles. They don't know. They just go, you should. I'm going to use an example. I make a video, and I do this on purpose. I make a video, and I find rice in a storage unit. And I ask the viewers, wow, is it okay to feed rice to chickens and to pigs? Now, I ask that question on purpose, not because I don't know, because it drives actual communication, interaction on a video. And interaction on a video drives and pushes a video. I know it's okay to feed rice to the pigs and to the chickens without cooking it. Now, if you go back to that video, you're going to see hundreds of people and go, no, you'll kill the animals. You'll kill the animals. You can't do it. The animals are still alive. The animals all ate raw rice. They all ate flour. They ate, and they're going to continue to eat. Not because I asked the question and they gave a response. I asked the question to generate communication for social interaction. So a lot of times it's a dime telling a dollar how to be a dime. I don't want to ever go back to being a dime. I want to increase in value. We don't block, again, on What the Hales, we don't block anybody for saying, hey, here's a suggestion for how to do something better. We always block for negativity, absolutely no tolerance whatsoever, and for inappropriate comments. And that could be anything from George, I want to do this to you, or Jeremy, I want to do this to you. That happens nonstop all the time. That was a long answer just to wait for Storage Legends to get here.
I block people for non-melon loving.
How can they not love melons?
I could eat a melon right now. I'm so hungry for melon.
Absolutely.
I know the melon lady.
Do you?
You do.
Do you know the melon lady?
That lives on Furry Lane?
No, she lives on
what?
Route 24.
Route 24.
Mimi, the melons.
Yes.
You guys met her.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Z-Dog, you're
They
sleeping.
were juicy. Remember the big juicy melons?
They were big and juicy.
We actually,
Tons of them.
we actually,
$2 and $3 ones.
yeah, $2 and $3 ones, and we actually helped transport those melons.
That's true.
We did.
We
I
as
wouldn't mind having it.
as a team, we all grabbed the melons and put them from one place to another, and where we took them where they didn't belong and put them where they needed to go.
And we're not talking about just a couple.
We're talking about all the melons.
Oh,
It-
handfuls and handfuls and handfuls of melons.
It was literally a truckload.
It was.
I'm pretty sure that truck was pretty big too.
It was a half-ton pickup, but you know.
Half ton of melons is better than no melons. That's you
See
put
what
that
I-
on.
see what I get when I say I could go for a melon right now.
There it is, right there, man. Honestly, I've never had that many melons to move. I moved a lot of melons.
You did move a lot of melons. That's got to be a historic moment in your life.
At one time, I had 2 or 3 in my hand. So, yeah, I see it. You know, honestly, Jeremy, you did pretty good too. I think you all did pretty good. Honestly, we really got it done.
It was
I
teamwork.
mean, us three have more experience with melons than you do. We've got years on you, so it's actually we're pretty proud of you for your work with the melons.
Thank you.
Look at Conky. Conky's got the most years on us. That dude knows how to devour some melons.
We didn't devour them. Remember, we just moved them.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I seen Conky eat so many melons that he passed out.
That's true. Conky passed out. You know, my favorite part of today's video that I released, I passed out on the couch and I go, oh man, I admit it. I passed out. I went full Conky on you guys.
I saw that. I was laughing my butt off when I saw that.
It was like 2 a.m. and I passed out on accident. I was like, oh man, I got to keep watching this all night.
Oh man,
That's my favorite part. That and the secret scene that I told everybody about in the beginning of this. And only the diehard fans are going to know about.
I'm gonna have to go back and find that. I saw the Conky part. I didn't see the other part.
That part. I mean, I think it's funny because I know what's happening, and then I told George about it. I was like, "You're never going to believe this."
Huh.
yeah, it's pretty wild.
So, well, I guess Jeremy gets a hurricane patch. We don't get one because we're not down there. But
I get one from back in the day.
yeah,
I'll get my
I've been through a hurricane too, but not down there with Jeremy.
Oh yeah, I didn't know we should all went down there. That would have been fun.
Why'd you guys leave me here all alone?
We feel bad about it.
Had to get home, man.
I'm gonna have to send you these Boy Scout patches so you can earn patches for
Do
yourself.
you guys have any idea how fun it would have been, all 4 of us going through the hurricane together?
It would have been nuts.
I don't know if I'd have wanted to see you naked in a hurricane. I think I got a hard pass on that. But
Well, we would have had a change of clothes. Actually, I was thinking later, I was like, I still got a lot of Guapo's clothes that he left on accident. You know, how he just loses stuff everywhere. And I was like, I still got a lot of his clothes. I was like, I could have maybe wore some of those, but I probably wouldn't have fit in them.
well, like I said, you probably would have fit in my turtle pajama pants.
Yeah, I probably would have.
Put those on.
Yeah, that's funny.
I probably would have.
Sly SLY says Guapo missed the story about your clothes. There goes Troy. He says send him some of the patches I sent you, Guapo. You want some Pokemon patches, dude?
You got Pokemon patches?
Yeah, man. You might have to. When I bring them, I'm gonna bring them down there, and we're gonna have to earn patches, bro.
Monkey wants you to explain the thumbnail to the live.
The thumbnail.
Do you know which one I
don't think
used?
there is any explanation to
There's
that.
there's a thumbnail.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a thumbnail is.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
yeah, I got a few. Wait, hold on, right here. There it is.
Shoot, you get.
I got two.
my nails
I
are
know,
big.
I
guys.
might have
I
extra
don't
thumbs.
know.
My wife says I'm all thumbs when I drop and stuff, breaking things around the house.
No, Funky. That was we were all like being busted, like up against the wall, and I didn't know Jeremy was doing that until I saw the pictures later. And I
Oh,
had to
he
make-
knew. Oh, Conky knew.
If I recall,
I know the thumbnail.
George that made us pose that way.
Yeah, George actually did. She's actually responsible, I would say.
George is responsible for most of the edgy or the adult humor. George is responsible for most of it.
What's
Right,
funny if you look at if you go back and look at that thumbnail, I'll leave that thumbnail because we mentioned it in the live. I'm going to leave that thumbnail as a thumbnail for this video. If you go back and look at that thumbnail, it's Guapo, Rob, Jeremy, and me. And you can see Guapo looking over at us saying, "Hey, why don't I get a hand on my butt?" It's like what he's thinking.
Oh, man, I can't pause. Play.
Oh
He's
man!
like, "What the
Yeah,
hell?"
Yeah, I honestly, guys, I don't know. I don't know if I like the banner, man.
All right, I'll change it.
I kind
I'll
of feel
change it. Hang
naked
on.
because you got Jonathan, you got old guys saying Guapo gets the L for late.
Well, I keep saying if you beat Rob in the house, I'll change it to Rob will be late as usual. But
Yeah.
so far that hasn't happened.
And that's not hard because I'm usually late also, but not as late. I'm usually only a few minutes late. Like today, I was eating my dinner, and just before I came up here, because I, of course, was working a little late as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow.
Conky, are you going to throw your idea by Guapo since this whole idea of his it was birthed from him, and you going to throw your idea to him? See what he says.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wait,
Guapo
wait,
might
wait.
get crazy.
What was
Guapo might
birth?
get,
What are you
Guapo might
talking
get
about?
crazy. He might get crazy.
Well, catch me up. What was birth?
Guapo, just calm down. Calm down. Listen.
Deep breaths.
Hold on, man. Hang on.
Time out.
Open
Time out.
minded.
Hang
Time out.
on, man. Hang on, man. You got me lost here. What did I birth?
Time in.
Open
Time in.
minded.
This whole thing in front of you. This was you brought back.
Hey, okay. What's your idea, Conky?
Well, I mean, it started with a question. It was, AA started out Auctions Anonymous, and we all, everybody in AA got together and talked about buying storage units at auction, and that was pretty much the breadth of the whole show. And now we talk about, Jeremy's got his ranch and his neighbors in Maryland. Rob's does cooking things and stuff. You got your T-shirts. I got my toys that I'm doing. Now it goes beyond just auctions and anonymous. It delves more deeply into our lives and our other interests. What are your feelings about that?
I would like to say that I would agree. Because not all of us can just constantly buy storage units. I was just talking to Rob on the phone. Today?
Yeah,
We're not. Rob says I'm not just going to buy a storage unit just to buy it. And I agree. The bottom line is we buy storage units when we feel that there's profit, when we feel there's mystery, when we feel something. So yeah. Where are you going with it though?
Well, some of the people in the chat, I think the infamous George came up with a better. What was it? Adrenaline Anonymous?
No. Adventures.
Adventures Anonymous.
It's
Dude,
still be AA,
Dude,
but
we're the AA crew, bro. You can
Right.
say anything you would like. You could say astronauts.
anonymous.
I thought you were going to say another A word, AS something word.
Well, we could be that. We could be that. Yeah.
Activities Anonymous. I don't know. My initials are AA. I love AA.
Affiliations Anonymous.
Affiliations.
Getting my affiliations in order.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Affiliations Anonymous. There you go. There you go.
That's genius too.
There you go.
Maybe it should be
Animals.
Should it be different every week? Should it be like Affiliations Anonymous next week and Adventures Anonymous? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I it came from me wanting to be around the subscribers twice a week and not once a week, and also around my friends. Thought it was genius. I love the concept, so I think it can be, dude. I don't know. Antiques Anonymous.
It could be anything we want it to be.
George just said anything goes anonymous.
There you go.
Obviously, that's
in the chat, guys. Type it in the chat.
We got Adventures Addicts.
There you go, Adventures Addicts. Activity Addicts.
You'll find out tomorrow.
Another auction.
Anonymous. Okay.
There you go.
I had a lot of military stuff. A lot of good military.
Artillery archers.
Yeah. To assume is making ass city. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Rosie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I definitely agree. I definitely think that we shouldn't have like a set designated Auctions Anonymous like label. AA could be anything, especially now more than ever, now that we're all kind of like doing a lot of things that, you know, we wouldn't normally do, like jumping out of planes and you know, battling hurricanes and, you know.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought.
Someone said, how long have we known each other for? Too long. No,
I don't know.
How long have you all known each other?
That's like the old couple that was married.
That was from Jackie Dean. Hi, Jackie Dean.
I don't know, 3 years or so, 4 years.
It's been. I feel like it's been a little bit.
It's at least 3 years, I would say. Because I mean,
at least 3 years. Yeah, maybe more.
Because I met you guys before you two were doing anything with YouTube, and I met Jeremy, and he was still he was under 100,000, I think, when I met Jeremy.
Yeah, I was only I've only been on YouTube like just coming across like 2 years, not even 2 years. I feel like so it has to be 3 years, right?
Yes, yeah, so it's definitely been over 2 years we've known each other.
How long have you been on YouTube, Rob?
Almost 2 years. In November, I think 2 years.
Yeah, see, and you started before me?
No, after you guys.
After me and who?
You. I don't know when Conky started. I think after Conky too. Not much after you. Basically, we started almost around the same time.
You and Suburban Beard started before me.
Yeah, Suburban Beard started way before me.
Oh, way before you.
Yeah, because he had all that stuff with Manny and all that fun.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I know I met Jeremy at the auction in Medina. I think it was where he dealt with Shady Guy. And then it was like the next time we were there, that's when I kind of came across Rob, but I don't think I was actually introduced to Rob. He bought a unit and I bought a unit, and Jeremy was kind of bouncing back and forth between the units that we bought. But I don't think I was formally introduced to Rob until a little later. But yeah, that was a couple years ago at least.
It's definitely been over 2 years. I would say we're on the 3 year mark. I mean, not 3 years full time, but definitely know each other for about 3 years.
I don't even think I'm full time, man.
Full time what?
Like YouTube, I'm still kind of like half reseller, full time kind of thing.
Stacy, to answer your questions, no, we haven't seen a shift in people. People are people wherever they go. So you always are going to have a a clump of super fans. You're always going to have a clump of super trolls. And frankly, most of your super trolls are other YouTubers. There's so much ridiculous jealousy, backstabbing, hate. It goes on and on and on. And you keep asking, I think, week after week, are we ever going to do anything again with other channels? The answer is no. And it's because they've put themselves in that position to where it can't be trusted and done inappropriate things. And so what we have learned is keep your circle extremely, extremely small as far as who you trust and who you actually work with on YouTube. But as far as viewership, you always have super fans, you're always going to have super trolls, and you're always going to have the bulk of the mass that just watch just to watch. It's entertainment. That's what they want. But it doesn't matter what you're putting out there. You're going to have super fans, super trolls, the bulk of the rest of everybody.
Yeah, it's very, very, very well said. I think just to kind of like piggyback off of that, you almost like learn what you go through in a sense. Like when you keep a small circle, you know who your real friends are, and it kind of like it's like Operation Risk Management. Your risk is a lot less, and it's not our job to go and tell you guys. And that's one thing I learned with YouTube. It's not really good to engage too much into like real drama and not entertainment drama. So I'm pretty sure, all four of us can have so much to say about so many different channels. But I think the bottom line is that, it's more beneficial to kind of just like understand the things Jeremy just said, that you'll always have super fans that are consistent, and those are the ones that'll last and have the respect forever. And you'll always have the trolls, and 90% of the time the trolls are the same people, So
You're out.
We gotta say happy birthday to Rose, her guys, and 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday! Jeremy singing with gummy mouth.
Here's the funny thing. She said 4 very handsome men.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do. Sorry.
What's a super fan? I don't know. Someone that watches every day, comments on your videos.
The ones that know, that have been here for the long haul, and the ones that come and stay. When they come, they stay. They're there for good.
Yeah.
Here's a prime example.
So many people like
everyone. I'll use one prime example because you guys all know her, Mary Ellen.
Woo! I gotta say it, man.
Okay. Now, Mary Ellen, guys, she's a super fan. She writes us all paragraph. She tells us all kinds of great things.
Beautiful comments every time. Stops in.
All right. And these guys, all of us know who she is. And all you guys are super fans that are watching tonight. We love you guys all. We're just pointing out Mary Ellen. I want to say, but the lady lives in UK, and she writes us, 2-3 paragraphs. Tells us, this video reminds me when I was a child and my dad would brought this toy home or something when I was and it's wonderful stuff. I love reading what she writes. It's great comments, great stuff. But that's a super fan. That's an example. But she watches every video.
And I know we all have super fans like Rosie Random Treasure.
Yeah,
Rosie,
Rosie is a super fan. Yo, real quick, guys, Dawn, you got to email me your address. That is the one package that did not go out today, the only package. And that is Dawn. Dawn, I need you to email me your address, please.
Another super fan, Jennifer Hale.
Yep, another super fan. But there are, just like anybody in life, there are people that you get along with more than others. So for me, I think the fans sometimes, if they watch our lives, they hear me talking about, I want the channel to go to JK and to Debbie Vaughn. Now, I honestly, they think I'm joking, but I love that JK and Debbie Vaughn get me and George. Okay. So JK's on one side of the world, Debbie Vaughn's on the other side, the United States. But they so get our humor and our sarcasm. Now, I'm not saying that they could be on camera. I'm sure they probably could, but they are Hales hilarious. So if Debbie Vaughn and JK ever got together to do a channel, George and I would watch it. We would be super fans of that because we get it. We love it. We absolutely love it. So there are those that we meet along the way, whether it be a Rosie, whether it be a Jennifer, whether it be whether it be a Guapo and a Rob and a Conky, that you just get along so well with that, you know, everything clicks, and we love to laugh. That's why we have a no tolerance policy for negativity or for inappropriate comments, drama that other YouTubers create. We have no tolerance whatsoever. The channel is to be a positive channel for people, and there are those people that they just get it. And I love it when they get it. It's George and I's journey, but they're invited to come along, and there are those people that just are such super fans, and they're so precious to us.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I piggybacked off the last thing you said pretty well. So like, just to kind of like piggyback off of what you say again, you're right. That's all I got. Okay, what he said times 2, guys. Okay,
times 3.
Times
whoa,
3
and beyond. Oh wait,
whoa.
Times.
Which Conky was a fan when we first met Conky and didn't have a channel. Rob was a hater and didn't have a channel, and Guapo had no clue and didn't have
hater.
Yeah. Rob.
You just got mad because I shut you down, but I let you still film.
Rob was a hater. That's so funny you said that.
Tell the truth. The first time we met, I shut you down on filming, but then I said you could film, just don't film me. And I let you film the units. You remember?
So I'm going to give the full story from my perspective. Then Rob's going to give it from his perspective. We go to an auction. George can tell you I had to fight so many auctioneers and facilities for my legal right to actually record. And I was getting sick and tired of problems. And so I had my legal team draft up the actual laws. And I carried a document with me that said, if you step on my rights, I'm going to sue you. And so we started the auction. I started to record. From my recollection, one of the auctioneer goers, Dave, who buys a lot of units, he was complaining. Rob was the auctioneer. After that first auction, Rob said, no recording. And if you were to talk to George, she'll tell you how mad I was. You'll see it in my face. These veins will start pumping and pumping and pumping. And so I kept my cool, and Rob put the door down, and the rest of the group went forward. I pulled them back, and I said, listen, I got a document right here from my lawyer. It says I can record. And I said, I don't want to make an example out of you, but if you want to be the first one I sue, then here it is. And he goes, hey, I'm under contract for a job for a potential TV program. What if you just record the contents of the unit? And I was like, all right, cool. And that's what we did the rest of the time. So that was Rob. I had already known of Rob, and I'm sure Rob knew of me, but that was our first communication together.
I didn't really know. I didn't know who he was because I didn't know Jeremy. I didn't know he was filming and all this stuff. I didn't know about you guys. All these guys here.
I don't think I was there. Was I?
I was the most ignorant person to YouTube. I never watched YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber, guys. These guys will tell you. The only reason I know anything about YouTube is because of Jeremy. I had zilch YouTube experience. Knew nothing about YouTube. I never watched it. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know people were putting storage units on YouTube. If I would have known that, I would have probably done it 5-10 years ago. But Jeremy, like I said, he was filming. Someone brought to the attention he was filming. I said he couldn't film. He brought me this letter. And like I said, I was under contract at the time with a company in California, and we did some pilot little episodes that they were shopping around to different networks. And as Jeremy will tell you, TV is a waste of time. Don't do any TV. I spent a whole year with these guys, and they're going to tell you everything you want to hear.
It's only a waste of time, though, if you don't content create throughout the whole process.
Well, you can content create.
If you're content creating, you're not really wasting your time. Remember, you weren't a YouTuber when you were doing the pilot episodes.
That's correct. If I was doing a YouTube episodes about trying to get a TV show, that might be it could have been different.
You know what I mean? You're getting paid regardless. So at that point, it's promotion, right, and then it's good content. You know.
Right. But, when you sign a contract, then as Jeremy will tell you, there's stipulations. And then when you actually find out what these people make on reality TV, guys,
sure.
Everyone thinks, oh, I'm on TV, you're going to make all this money. First of all, you're going to get signed to pilot episodes, and they'll pay you minimal money, low money, guys. A few $1,000s, maybe 5,000, 10,000 tops. And guys, after that, they got to shop that around. There's how many episodes of TV shows shot every year? Thousands and thousands. The ones that actually ever make it to TV, probably not even 1% of the TV shows that are shot every year. So,
we're gonna make it.
oh yeah, it's legend. It's another story. We're not gonna talk about that now.
If you're sleeping, you're tripping.
Now, I want to add one thing because I guess my fear is that people see me having to fight Maryland and having to fight neighbors and having to fight and having to fight. I do not like it when people infringe upon my legal rights. I just don't. And there are too many people that step back. So even though I was fighting for the right to film and for YouTube, I want to make it very clear that mine and George's lives aren't surrounded or covered by negativity. You see the positivity of it because at one point, another conversation that Rob and I had, we said, let's be friends. And you can see it to the point now, Rob's flying to Florida and we're jumping out of airplanes and we're catching 13-foot tiger sharks. And so that situation could have been very volatile. It could have been, all right, this is a bad thing. It's not, it's a good thing. It's a friendship. And that's always the goal. So I don't want people to go, oh, Jeremy's fighting with Maryland. He fights with everybody. Jeremy talking about this legal paperwork. With the neighbors, clear cut. They were infringing upon my rights and encroaching on my property. It was illegal. I could have sued them for $250,000, but I didn't. I pulled back. With Maryland, you're going to see another Maryland episode this week. She is literally has somebody in the warehouse giving my stuff away to people right now. I was on the phone with the police today. I'm here in a hurricane in Florida, on the phone with police. I am going to fight for my right, but I want you guys to see that there's always a resolution. And so even with Rob and I, that could have been volatile, but it's not. It's a friendship. And so that's part of the, you always want to resolve things for the positive.
And just to piggyback on that is,
we're piggybacking today, guys. That's what's happening.
First of all, I spent a lot of time with Jeremy. I've been many places with Jeremy, and there's no negativity. Jeremy never brings negativity. Only thing that ever happens if someone, like he says, steps on his rights or anything else. Jeremy's a very happy, positive person all the time, and he is never trying to bring negativity, or he stays away from negativity. He doesn't want negativity. So
I don't know, man. I object. And second, only with you he wants negativity.
No, man. You and Sangria, but that's a whole nother thing.
That man puts me in dangerous situations, man.
That's not negativity. That's this danger.
That man is highly negative. I was in a freaking pond of alligators,
yes,
and all I felt on my bare feet, guys, my bare feet was bones.
Yes, you were.
Human bones, chicken bones. Dude, I don't know if it was, Hot Wheel bones, air bones. I don't know what it was.
Hot Wheel bones? What's a Hot Wheel bone?
It's you. That's what it is.
Man, my bones, stay away from my bones, man.
It's you, Conky. I didn't know what I do. Ain't that right, Jeremy? When we got in there, all I stepped on was just bones.
All kinds of bones. I was so shocked you even got in there. I can't believe. Guapo's like, all right, I'm going to trust you. I'm like, man, I don't even trust me. What are you thinking? We're in a pond with gators, man.
Here's what you got to remember. So quick. Don't trust Robbie.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah, seriously.
100%.
Because before you know it, the cage is getting closed on you, and you're just the only one.
Cuban Crocs are coming for you.
Guys, imagine just like walking and all you feel is just bones on your bare feet.
In a pond with 12 gators and one crocodile, 13 reptiles.
Yeah.
That could tear you to pieces.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Pretty nutty.
I know the area you're speaking of, I believe.
Did you guys see the Bible that I found? Remember the Bible I was telling you about? Full screen me, Conky? You see that? But this is the Bible that this lady said in the storage. And I contacted a lady. This is a horse unit a long time ago. And we talked about it. I feel like I showed it on Tuesday. It's so old that I don't really want to open it too much. But I think, let me see if I can get it here. No, I can't really get it. It's too old, but it's from like 1872, I think. And
Wow.
dude, that's an old Bible.
It's bold.
And I called Jeremy because I know he has his degree in Bible. And I'm like, Jeremy, how much is this Bible worth? And he's like, I know about the contents of a Bible. I don't know how to appraise Bibles. I'm like, Jeremy, there's not a bit.
It was so funny, guys. It was so funny because he literally calls me. He goes, I know you got a Bible degree. I know you got a Bible theology degree. How much is this Bible worth? I'm like, dude, I studied what's written in the Bible, not what the value of your antique Bible is.
Yeah, you spent all that time and got your master's degree. You're like,
I got my master's degree in Bible and theology. Right. All right, Andrew, Guapo, that Bible is worth exactly.
Wait.
Hey, Jeremy, I know you know about these
it was
and everything, man. So, I know you got your degree in these. So, dude, can you tell me how much this is worth, man?
That was the
priceless. It's priceless.
Yeah,
that's what I told him. I said the contents are priceless.
There you go.
Honestly, she said it was like 20 to 30K or something crazy like that, like because it's so old and priceless. But if you guys, man. Yeah, if anybody of the subscribers know and you guys have my email
Is it in
me.
English, Guapo?
Huh?
Is it in English?
I sent it in the group chat, the picture. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up really quick.
Oh, inside the book. Yeah, is it English? Just open up this much. Is it English, Latin?
I didn't open it up too much. Here,
just see the letters. You'll know if it's in English or not.
I'm gonna see if I could pull up the picture. Yeah, I don't want to break it. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, guys, what do you think?
I think it's a neat old Bible.
Well, I could tell you this is that the Bible was the most produced book of all time.
Right here. Here you go. Let's see, Conky.
Oh, hang on a second. Oh, I'm tired. There we go.
Let's see. Come on.
No. Oh no, it's getting worse.
Ah, man, dude, it's over. Hang on. Here we go. 1863.
Hold on, it says tours.
Hey, that 1863 is in English.
There you go.
That's true, Jeremy. It looks like it's in
Romanian.
French.
It
says en français. Yeah, that's French, man.
In Latin and French.
So it's a French Bible. I don't know, 18 something.
What do you guys think, man?
You don't want to hear what I'm telling you.
French kisses, French toast, French Bibles.
What do you think, Rob? It's worth $1?
No,
like 10?
It's priceless. No, I mean,
you think I'll get some money for it? No?
The condition looks good. I mean, it's worth what someone's willing to pay for an old Bible.
Dude,
but I would say anywhere between. So is that like a hard plastic on the outside, like an
yeah. I mean, I think $100 like easy with my eyes closed, but I think it's worth way more.
I don't know.
1863.
Yeah, but remember they started the first. You know when the first Bible was printed.
That's an antique. When did they start making them?
First Bible was like 15 something or 14 something.
Oh, really?
First Bible printed. Here, I'll get it.
When was the printing press?
It was that one Bible, the Gutenberg Bible, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Brenda said priceless. Yeah, you guys, a lot of subscribers in the chat know like how to like come things, and they'll let me know. I mean, I'll probably get a few emails, guys. Email me for sure. I'm definitely welcome to emails.
Silver wheels. The bonding on that one, I don't think it's leather. I think it's like it's not plastic, but it's like an onyx or something kind of like that.
Yeah, it's right there.
Because it could crack. I don't think it's leather.
Woodland Adventures is bidding $1,400.
His might be leather, actually. I can't see it.
No, she said 1454 is when the first Bible came out.
The Gutenberg Bible.
But like 1863, dude, that's an antique Bible, bro. It's almost gonna be 200 years old here in a little bit.
Well, you want me to go to the eBay?
Yeah, go to the eBay.
You want to go to the eBay? 1863, you said?
Yeah, 1863, and then the copyright is
French Bible.
yeah, French, and it's Paroissien, Roman. Perusian.
See what we can find for you, pal.
Yeah, we gotta see what's
I'm
going
not going
on.
that crazy. I'm just trying to get to see if I can find any Bible close to it.
Might have to go to work point.
Yeah, it's true.
So, is the Antique Roadshow still a thing? Do they still do that?
Yes. Yes.
Do they?
Huh.
So have you checked eBay at all yet?
I did, but I didn't see that exact one. I've even checked listed and sold listings.
Yeah,
So-
it's going to be rare. So all I'm doing right now, I'm just going to eBay and I'm going to go to sold and I'm just typing in Bible. All I want to know is the highest Bible sold.
Yeah, I just put an
Yeah, that's actually a
1863
good
Bible.
point there. Just type in Bible almost.
I mean, here's
All
one
right,
for
highest
45 bucks.
17th century. Here's one that sold for 10 grand.
But
Yeah,
that was
that's-
17th century though. Shit.
That's 17th century. And see how it's illustrated in there? Those illustrations are what makes it very expensive.
Then
1769, that's a King James Bible, first edition. That's going to be expensive.
Jeez. So they sell, but they got to be from the 17th century.
Yeah, that's 100 years older. It's going to make it a lot more.
Guys,
Like,
I don't know, man. It's delicate. I don't want to open it because it's that fragile. Like,
See, here's like a little tiny Bible like that, 1863. It sold for 47, but yours is in better shape, and yours is more ornate.
oh, okay. Is it mini? Okay. Okay.
But yours-
Small antique.
This is an
small,
American one, but
new
yours
type.
is I like yours is more ornate. It's in better
French.
condition. So
See, I don't even
like
want
I said, it's worth what someone's willing to pay for it because it's going to hard to find exact comp of that Bible because
Wait a minute. 17th century is the 1800s, right?
no 16.
1600s. Okay.
Here, full screen me, Conky. I got it open. You
Oh,
guys
check it out.
screenshot this.
Hold on, let it focus. Let it focus. The nice thing is you got the clasp. A lot of times the clasp will break off.
It's not
Here's
there.
There you go.
Right there, leave it there. Leave it there.
Right
There you
there.
go, guys. Guys, screenshot it.
Looks nice.
What's it worth? Dang, it didn't. It stopped focusing.
No, it's out. It was focused for long enough. They can probably screenshot it for the replay.
I'm looking at one now that sold for 2 grand from 1635, a little mini with an embroidered needlework binding, really cool. I have some old German. I've got quite a few old Bibles from storage units, and they're at my house in Worcester. I've never looked them up. I never intended to look them up. I just wanted to keep them. But the only thing I say the same thing I told Guapo when he called me. I was like, yeah, you just got to find a comp for it. If you can find a comp, if you can't find a comp, then you got to let it roll and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe throw it on eBay for like a high dollar, put like 10 grand on it, get offers and stuff or something. I don't know. Rich said, Guapo, clean your fingernails. Yeah, I don't know. I have storage fingernails for sure. I don't know. People always roast me for it, man. That's just something I'm just going to be roasted with, man.
People roast us for everything.
Yeah, this is a main thing right here, guys. This is I refuse to like not have nails, guys. Like I like nails for multiple purposes. If I'm ever like wrestling, I can scratch.
What? I'm not wrestling you, Guapo. Okay, that's the first thing.
No, I'm just playing. My normal
He
goes
keeps
through
the dirt under
batteries
his nails.
in the remote.
In case he has to scratch, you get infected.
That's my thing. The batteries in the remote has always been like my main excuse. Like, You know, everybody else has to like slap the remote, which could potentially damage it, and I could just easily just get the batteries out that way. So I don't know who's winning. I'm just fine, guys.
That's funny.
I just found
Antique 1870. See, that's what? That's 7. No, that's probably like what was mine? 63. So that's 7 years older.
full screamy conks.
What is that?
This is from earlier.
Oh, hang on.
I can't pull it.
What the heck is that? A firearm?
Oh,
Nice.
that's your air pistol.
That's the one. 275 sold for.
Did you buy that?
I found it from one of my storage units.
Nice. Oh, did you get a storage unit recently?
No, this is from an old one. I just started going through furniture because I'm cataloging stuff for the auction to get it out of my space. And then I found this in a cedar chest.
So, how long had you had that and not known you had it, Rob?
At least 2 months.
What
And
else?
then, like I said, then I was going through the dresser drawer, and then I found that thing in the bag.
That's so cool.
This thing.
But you're not going to show us what it is.
Oh, you can watch the videos. Mr. Hales will tell you.
Yeah, we're going to have to tune into your videos.
You're
Looks
gonna
like
have
it's going to be amazing.
to the video.
Amazing. And then we started on the catalog. Remember, I told you guys that hoarder house with 18,000 records.
And tell mommy again what you said you were going to do.
Did we started on that? And I'm not a record collector, but I am blown away by this guy's collection. I mean, it is the most phenomenal collection, and we just started.
That's the one you say hoarder house. That's the one where the guy had like $5 million he gave to charity. That one.
No, this is the different. This guy, he's actually he watches our channels. The guy's name's Matt, and he contacted me about selling the stuff. His neighbor passed away and gave him the house with the contents. His neighbor gave him the whole house with the contents, guys. And what a great neighbor, man. He found money in there. There's antiques, collectibles, tools, forklifts. I mean, on and on, guys. And
Forklifts.
dude, you should.
In the house?
No, in the barn.
Like sitting in his living room? Or?
No, in the barn. This guy had so many records, Conky, that the floor started bowing down.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
And I'm aficionado collector. A lot of the stuff is in plastic and it has little things written on it, you know, like first pressing, blah, 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 you know, all this stuff, or the type of music it is. And, you know, he's got everything from blues, everything else. I mean, Elvis, all the rock stuff, but 18,000 records. And I don't even know how many auctions it's going to be. It's going to be crazy. But we finally started over there and woof.
That's nutty, Rob. That's nuts.
Tell me about the forklift.
I don't know much about it, Conky. You're excited about this forklift.
Yeah, I could actually use a forklift.
I don't know if he's selling it or not.
Okay.
I know he's been using it because he's rehabbing the house as we speak. But yeah, this neighbor, I mean, just gave him everything. I'm just like, you know, and then like the other guy, the guy that was a multimillionaire, his financial advisor just got the contents of the house. And I've been doing a bunch of videos on that, guys, and he threw out 4 dumpsters worth of stuff. And
oh, yeah, that.
I'm guessing $20,000, probably more.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Oh, there's a box of 10-cent comic books I found. And a lot of them are missing the covers and stuff, guys. But when I found the box, the guy told me, oh, that's just a box of old comic books. And I'm like, I wonder if he threw out boxes of old comic books. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Oh my gosh, dude. It makes me want to throw up when people throw away old shirts. Ugh.
That would hurt.
Oh, dude. I don't even want to.
I bet you Dave probably threw away like so many shirts, dude.
Oh, I'm guaranteeing.
This guy, for those of you guys that don't know, Dave he gets like this huge like truck and just fills up the whole truck with clothes and then just sends it away.
Yeah, they pay him per truck.
That's ridiculous, man.
Well, he gets paid for them, or where do they go for him to get paid for?
Well, he would load up the whole truck, and then they would pay him usually around $800 for the trailer full. And I don't know if that's still in the works, if he gets paid anymore or not. But they would take the clothes and they would send them off to, from what I understood, was to Africa.
Yeah, they usually ship them overseas and then sell them over there.
Yeah, and then
Big market.
that's why you see all these people overseas with Guapo's $3,000 T-shirts on.
I got me a Snapple.
Guapo's. Some dude is like has a $3,000 Tupac shirt on, and he's like chopping a tree or something.
Oh my god, dude! You should see like hobos that have like such a fire shirt on. I want to pull over.
What?
Like I see a hobo walking with like a starter jacket, dude, and I'm like that much of an addict, dude. I want to bust a U-turn and offer something.
You should. That's the way to get it.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's how you do it, right?
Like,
you ever
dude, I
bought
give you $1,000 for your shirt right now.
Yeah. I just can't. Nah, dude, I can't, man. Because, dude,
I can't.
like
can't
you'd be like
breathe out
Conky's
here.
friend, dude. That'd just be like $10 million for all these shirts. I need 10 million. And I just got like a suitcase, and I'm just like, 10 million, dude.
I'm sorry, I only brought 9.
Yeah.
10 million.
Dude, I only got 5. But yeah, no, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up, man. Dude, we finally just pulled out all those purses, Jeremy. Dude, there is so many purses, dude. And
You
they're
find
good
more
ones.
jewelry in those purses.
Dude, yeah, I keep finding more jewelry, and I keep finding like good ones, dude. Like, dude, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Gucci. Like, bro, like this is a whole tote. Look, another Louis Vuitton,
That chick had so many purses.
another Gucci, another Louis Vuitton, another Louis Vuitton.
Now, do you think those are real or are they?
Vera Bradley, dude, I don't know, but like really okay, so it's clear that all the stuff in there is old, and typically knockoff, or they like to call it like, because there's two different things. There's knockoff and then there's bootleg. Bootleg is different, and bootleg's the good thing. Knockoff is just like a China knockoff. Bootlegs were not mass produced, so they're sought after because how limited they are. That's usually the stuff that, like all of like the thousand, you're talking about like $3,000 t-shirts and stuff like that. Most of them are bootleg t-shirts,
Bootlegs.
parking lot t-shirts that were made from bootleggers for certain events that only happened during that time. So once that event was done, those bootleggers weren't making those shirts anymore. Same thing with these purses. So I don't know. I don't authenticate any purses, but the fact that the lady had so much stuff and all of her jewelry was real, dude, it's like I doubt that like all of these purses are knockoff. You know what I mean? Some of them have to be vintage real, like, because the lady had so much. Dude, she left her Mac in her unit, like her old Apple original MacBook, like the original desktop one. So it's like for all of these items to be in there, Jeremy was there, George was there. We found so much jewelry and so many purses, and I think so many shoes too. We found so many shoes.
Oh my goodness, there were so many shoes.
So Vera Bradley, like, so yeah, you guys got to tune into the auctions on Tuesday, honestly. And at this point, we're gonna have to have some pop-up auctions too, because I have like 6 more totes of just purses. So
Thanks, sir. Hope you're feeling better.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been going through that, and then I found some comic books too. They're super worth money.
Super worth money.
In that unit?
Super worth money, bro. Next time you come by, I'm gonna show them to you, bro. Super worth money, yeah.
Kathy, I can say that is a very, very negative moose, and I don't know how it survived the hurricane. Jeremy, you have anything to say about that? Bunch of
Dude,
negative
I
moose.
hate that moose, man.
Well, I'd say there was an entire video released today, and wait, tomorrow is the moose. There will be all your questions will be answered tomorrow about the devastation, the destruction, the flooding, the damage. Tomorrow is all of it.
And the moose.
The moose is in it. The moose is in it. You'll see
Is the moose
exactly what
loose?
happened to the moose.
Is the moose loose?
That moose, man. I don't think I'm gonna say anything to him when I get down there.
Everything we talk about, he's a downer moose. I mean, it's like I said, I don't know how.
This is what I said. Look, and this is a true story, guys. Check this out. Before I left Camp Hales the first time, this is before any of them went down. This is actually when me and Chapo went down there.
Yeah, you guys slept on the couch. We've upgraded a lot for you guys.
We slept on the couch, rolled around all night on a recliner. A blanket halfway covered us.
They did not sleep on a couch. They attempted to sleep on a couch.
Yes, we were in a recliner, guys, like a mini recliner. I couldn't stretch my legs out unless I was just like, I don't know. Anyways, so as we're leaving, right? We're leaving, and Jeremy's like, get your goodbyes. Say, So I go and say, have a good day, Moose. The Moose was like, don't tell me what to do. Dude, it's like, I don't get anywhere with that Moose, man. It's have a good day, Moose. Don't tell me what to do. So it's just like, at that point, that's when I knew. I was like, man, Moose.
I hadn't really had that much interaction with the moose until I interviewed him before my jump.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say, did you hear some of the things that was coming out of his mouth?
I mean, dude, I recorded it. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, man, I knew you were a Debbie Downer, but geez, you kind of took it to a new level. Wasn't he talking about? I think he talked about your mother off camera.
Yeah, I couldn't put any of that on camera at all. I mean, there was a lot of the interview with the moose that I just can't put out.
Is that rough?
Yeah, he's lucky I don't get Jordan on him.
So I don't know. I mean, me and the moose get along pretty good. I mean, we're pretty good friends, and tells me about his day. And I mean, I know he doesn't like you two guys, but that's a personal thing, and I'm not going to get into why he doesn't like you guys. But
dude, you should have seen what he said about you, Rob. He said all kinds of
stuff on my back all he wants, but when I'm around, that moose and I are like,
yeah.
Guapo, this moose is starting to sound like an ethnic woman. Have a good day, Moose. Don't you tell me what to do.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do. I looked at him like, are you kidding me, dude? Then fine, have a bad day.
Yeah.
And walked out.
Now you're trying to wish me a bad day now?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. What's
you
up?
talking about, Moose?
What isn't? What isn't up, Guapo? I'm like, dude. Oh my God.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Just tell me what to say. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Nobody's fessing up yet. You'll have to wait to see the future video.
I know why it was the moose. And I know why Rob gets along with the moose so well now too.
You think Rob and the moose were in on it?
I think so. Yeah.
Funny, dude.
Here's my guess.
That was a funny scenario, dude.
The moose wrecked the gator, and Rob is keeping it secret with the moose. That's why they get along so well.
Dude, the moose, man.
That's just my observation here.
I can't see Rob and the moose kind of getting along a little well though, but he's using psychology on you, man. I just want to be real.
That's got to be it. There's no coincidence here. No coincidence.
That moose is gonna get you caught up, Rob. You better relax.
George says the moose is definitely hangry.
You would be too if you were hung up on a wall for the rest of your life.
Guapo said the moose is horny, but that's different.
I said that?
But 100% true. 100% true.
Very horny.
He could have sangria.
Sangria is right over there waiting for you.
You know what?
I told him, baby. I told him.
Waiting for you.
Now that I think about it, is that moose has access to firearms?
Go.
That's true.
You got 1 minute to drink it, Guapo. Here.
Starting now.
Dun, 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 dun.
You gotta gulp fast. You gotta drink furious. Because you only have 1 minute to drink. Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
The moose is not loose.
The moose is on fire.
We hope not.
Dude, that's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know how many people remember the moose on Captain Kangaroo. the
Oh,
ping pong
I
balls.
do.
That's old school
Remember the
there.
ping pong balls? Yeah. Hasn't been offered any melons. Well, guys, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. What do you say? We whose turn is it to pray tonight?
Who's late?
Guapo?
Mike, are we praying? We're leaving. I don't even want to leave you guys, man. I love all the subscribers on the other side of the screen.
You don't have to poop yet?
I
You always
wish-
got to poop around this time.
I wish I could stay with them all night.
I can't believe he doesn't have to poop yet. This is his poop time.
No, but the snap was already giving me heartburn. So
Heartburn from a Snapple?
I hate Snapple. It gives me heartburn.
dude, everything gives me
I
heartburn.
hate Bubba It gives me heartburn. Bubba is really good. I hate breathing air. It gives me heartburn. If you don't breathe air, you're gonna die. It's
I
really
hate
good.
5G towers. It gives me heartburn.
5G towers are gonna kill me. But
Yeah.
we need the reception. It's really good.
You know, I just found out
Rio.
at the first of the year, my phone isn't going to work anymore because it's on Sprint. And something about this phone isn't going to work with Sprint anymore. So I have to find a 5G phone now.
Look at that.
Let me introduce you to the Samsung 21 Ultra. 5 cameras in the back, 1 camera in the front, director view, so picture in picture.
I've seen you using that. I've seen you using that, Hales. I like
This
that.
thing is a game changer.
Yeah.
Microphone is amazing, way better than any iPhone. And you
Dude,
know the best part of it?
Hates the iPhone, dude.
Best part of it, completely and totally compatible with YouTube, whereas Mac, Apple, iPhone products are not.
Dude, don't
Dude,
even mention
where it's
the iPhone to Jeremy or he'll flip out. He hates the iPhone, okay? If you were to say iPhone or flip phone, I'm pretty sure he's going to pick a flip phone.
Oh, hands down.
Well, flip phones are better than iPhones.
Because
Hey,
Samsung just came out with brand new flip phones, which are incredible.
They are
Really?
incredible.
Are
They
they?
are incredible.
Hey,
The
Jeremy,
smart screen flips.
No way.
I started looking at the S21
Oh, my
Ultra,
friend has that one.
and I think I'm going to go with the S20 Ultra. I don't know if it's got the same features, but the S21, I'm hearing, and you can kind of help me out with this, I'm hearing that you can't put an SD card in it.
So you can't put an SD card in it. So I've got like 264 storage space. But remember, I film so much. I'll have a week's worth of videos on there, and then I dump it. I dump it to the external hard drive. So this is 2 terabytes. I've not even come close to the storage space on it. So it's really easy to get the if you're working with an Apple phone, it is not easy to pull any information off of your phone to a standard laptop. Okay, you have to have all Apple products or it doesn't work, and then you have to buy converting products. It's ridiculous, and so and it's that way on purpose. They don't want it to work with anything. But you're a YouTuber, so you need to be fast. You need to be efficient. You pull all the information off the Samsung. You throw it on your external hard drive. This goes with you anywhere and everywhere. That's your library for life. And boom, you're back in business.
So that external drive plugs directly into the phone, correct?
I can plug this into the phone or I put it in the laptop. So what I do is I pull everything off of my phone. This is just me. I pull everything off the phone. I put it in the laptop. Then I put it on the external hard drive. So I put the hard drive in the laptop because I file everything as far as the library of content. So there's a certain system that I have. that makes me be as efficient as possible and fast. And so there's like everything I do, there's a method behind the madness. It's thought out. This is the fastest part. This is what makes it successful. And boom, 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 and try and implement that system.
So I'm wondering if the S20 can do everything the S21 can do.
The biggest thing that I would look at is microphone. So the microphone in this 21 is impeccable. It's amazing from what it can pick up so far away. And so that's one of the things we compared it to the iPhone 12 Max, and it beats the iPhone 12 Max easily. The microphone is amazing. And so whereas other people are going to go, well, this, and this, what are the things that you need to think about? I mean, you're building a YouTube business, right? So what do you need to think about? Sound, picture quality.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing else matters if you're using it to build a YouTube business. Sound, picture quality, and we can throw another thing in there: compatibility with YouTube.
So are you when you film on your S21, are you filming in 4K or what are you filming in?
You can film up into 8K, but YouTube doesn't support 8K yet. So I'm just filming in normal. Remember, I just got this, 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, and then I got Gabe one too. So let's see, what am I filming it in? I am filming it in I don't even know. I'm just have it whatever the standard is what I'm filming in. But remember, that's the front camera. These cameras can go all the way up to 8K.
Really?
Yep.
Sheesh.
So here's the thing, no matter what the chat tells you, you hear me telling you this all the time. So often it's a dime telling a dollar how to be a dime. Don't listen to a dime telling you how to be a dollar. You need to think of exactly what you need for YouTube. You need sound, you need video quality, and you need compatibility with the platform. So those are the things you need to look at. So if somebody goes, oh, well, this phone is better than this phone, you need to look at sound, video quality, and compatibility with the platform.
Man, I gotta get me a Samsung, man. Dang, man, change my phone, man.
Yeah, my phone's great. Samsung.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I got the S20.
Maybe I got the S20, Rob?
I just like FaceTime too much, man.
Well, I gotta figure out which one I have here. I don't know, it was the latest and greatest when I got it, but
George has an iPhone.
And we have all kinds of problems with it.
Dude, I'm gonna change to Samsung, man.
But Conky, I tried to upload a video save a video in 4K the other day. The amount of time I tried to take the not just save but to upload to YouTube was ridiculous. I'm talking about usually take me maybe 30 minutes to upload a video. They were talking 3 hours. Then the other issue was the amount of space it took up on your phone when you saved it into 4K. I couldn't imagine saving it in 8K. And George told me the same thing. He goes, the only problem is when you try to go into 4K or 8K, the memory, huge amount of difference when you start getting into like 4 and then 8Ks, and then upload time is crazy amount. So those are the only issues I found when I tried to do something in 4K, and it was I was like, I'm just going back to the regular standard video.
All the blogging and all that, all the storage unit stuff would always be in like the 1080 for me. But when I start doing the, and I know I've been talking about this for months, when I start doing the restoration videos, I want all that in 4K. So it's got to be able to do the 4K and that.
You can go up to 8K on the 21 Ultra.
Gotta buy a heavy duty case. SLY, that's a new name. What's up, SLY?
Yeah, but I'm almost afraid of it. That's why I was asking you what you're filming in. Because if
Fluffy UK, shout out to the UK.
I'll figure it. I almost bought a 20 today and I got outbid on it. So I'm still I've got like until the end of the year to figure this out. But
dude, do you want that aluminum ramp or what's your deal? You coming to get it?
I know were you going to bring it to the last Akron auction? I thought you were going to bring it.
No. When's the next storage unit auction?
The next.
It's not to the end of this month, huh?
Yes, I think they've been doing it like the third week of the month now, haven't they?
It's always the third week. It's always in the 20s, 20, 21, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess it's going to probably be the last week this month just because it's like the 26th, 27th, 28th.
Oh, is that what it is?
Could be the 20th and 21st. We'll see.
Yeah.
It depends. I'm just surprised they're still doing it.
As opposed to what? Just going online?
They put the other units online. The units.
There's an Ohio rule where I don't think they're going to go online.
There's no rule.
It's something. There's something. Well, that's why.
Then why does every other storage company go online?
No,
all
I'm
the big
saying
ones.
There's something with Public Storage as a corporation rather than like.
Yeah, but they're online in other states.
Yeah. There's something I forgot. I'll ask Max next time. He said something where there's a reason why they haven't went online yet.
Aaron said that to me too, but I never got an explanation of
Thank
what
God,
that thing
man.
was.
Maybe Vanessa knows. Thank God. I mean,
it's like that's the last big
I
one.
got on live. You guys remember I got on live and broke down when I heard that Public Storage was going to just internet. I feel really strongly about that, man, because that's pretty much it. I mean, once Public Storage goes on all internet, that's it. I mean, unless we just surf like Auction Zip all the time and go 2 hours away to Rhonda's facilities and stuff like that, which is not even worth it at that point, and it's just
Yeah.
It's like it was almost like the fans prayed and like the prayers were like answered, because dude, like when I found out that we were still having an auction, I was like, oh my God, yes.
Hey, Jackie Dean asked if it's sacrilegious to sell a Bible, and I know she was joking, but the number one highest best-selling book in the world, emphasis on sold the Bible. That Bible that we all found, somebody bought it.
Yeah.
And guys, I can
get something for it.
I used to work in Middlefield at the auctions down there, and there was a few people. They would not, if the lot came up, they wouldn't touch the lot if it had Bibles, any religious stuff in it. They didn't believe in selling anything religious and all that stuff. Guys, God or however you want to believe, it's not inside. That's just an object. Okay, it's just an object. It's a book that has the word in there and everything else. There's things behind there, but people get so caught up into it and everything else. There's a great meaning in it and everything else, and whatever you believe, but you can't put your belief on other people. Like, oh, you can't sell this Bible. How sacrilegious is that and everything else. So what happens if the person that buys that Bible reads that Bible and it inspires them to do great things? You know what I'm saying? So, you should have sold it to them. That person maybe want that Bible. Maybe that person takes that Bible and they give it as a gift, and that gift makes that person the happiest they ever had. It was the greatest gift they ever had because they had a Bible like that when they were a kid. I mean, all these things, you guys got to put that in perspective. You can't just say, well, it's sacrilege. You shouldn't sell the Bible. So what are you going to do with the Bible? Just hold on to it forever, and then you die, and then someone's going to throw it out or sell it. I'm just saying.
Dude, the bottom line is that we find Bibles in every single unit. The basic Bibles, guys, I am not ashamed to say that it goes into the donate file, or if I'm not donating that time, it is going to be thrown away. And that's just, if it's a basic Bible and because we find them in every single unit, they're so common for just little, the ones that they pass out for free. You can go down a busy street in New York and you'll see somebody passing out those little New Testament Bibles, and they're just so mass produced, guys. I don't really think that I think your relationship with God mentally should tell you, what type of intent goes towards disposing of a Bible or not wanting to sell a Bible or something like that. So,
by the way, when a Bible is given away for free, somebody paid for it.
Yeah.
Correct. And Jesus said in the book, if everyone wants to go back to this, give the Caesar what is Caesar, give the God what is God. And the Bible is made by man. I mean, the word of God's in there, but I'm just saying the actual book, it's a humanly made object that people created and they're selling. And, like he said, that your relationship with God's way more important than, this. like I said, the Bible just, to me, I have no issue selling the Bible. And like I said, that Bible might go on to inspire somebody or give somebody hope or whatever else. And you don't know, I sell that Bible, somebody else, that Bible sells to something, they sell, and who knows what happens with that Bible in the end. And it could lead to great things. So why would I deny that? And someone else enjoying the Bible, if I'm not, I have hundreds of Bibles. I don't need any more.
So the question is, there's an auction in Ashland on Saturday. Anybody going?
Saturday, no. I will be.
I might have to, man.
You might as well. Hales.
I got the generators.
I'll pick you up at the airport.
I might have to.
Come on out.
Land it like a rock star.
I want to buy a jet ski, man. I'm like jet ski surfing right now.
Jet ski.
Need a jet ski, man.
Every time we're on AA, it's something else. I gotta buy a trail. I gotta buy a camper. I gotta buy a truck. And now he's on a jet ski.
Dude, I need a jet ski, man.
If he gets a jet ski, it's going to be not Conky's jet ski. I know. I can already see it. It's going to be the name on the back of it.
Dude, Rob, your bed, the bed that you were sleeping on against the wall, the one side piece was down a couple inches. So like the mattress went down and everything. I was like, how is he sleeping on this thing?
That's George's last one on air, man. He ruined my bed.
I got it all fixed though because I was making forts and stuff. So
I like that.
Dude, I made a fort the other day. That's crazy, dude. I knew
I don't
it.
even see this auction in Ashland. I see one in Lexington, Ohio.
For Saturday?
Yeah. Dude, I lost this jet skis I was going for.
Where's this auction in Ashland? What time is it? Send us the information. I'll go. I'll meet you there.
Saturday too, depending on what time.
I'm not going.
I'll buy a unit and whatever I can't take, I'll donate.
I'm going to one facility. Sean, where's that at tomorrow? One facility with 50 units up for us. I haven't seen that one anywhere.
50 units. Woo!
I can't go because I'm going gator catching, but I'm just curious where you found the info.
Well, I'm sure you could. What time's the auction at? You could maybe do.
Oh, you know what? It might be outside of my mile radius as well because I only look 150 miles.
How far away is Sean from you?
He's 2 hours away.
Sean's the man. What's up, Sean? Sean is the man. Woo!
Remember when Sean got us all together and made us jump out of an airplane?
Sean's crazy, man.
That
guy
is
awesome.
That's my
Pretty sure you pushed three of us out.
You gotta know he's crazy because you seen him when he showed up. He drives this crazy vehicle, going like 90 miles per hour, pulling in the parking lot.
I jumped off a plane and instantly got my adrenaline up driving with him in his car.
He drives the Batmobile, jumps out of airplanes.
Guy's crazy, man.
Dude,
the Sean Pittman. He's legendary. Sorry, legend.
He's definitely a legend for sure.
He's legend.
Dude, I gotta buy a jet ski. I think it might be over with. I think I'm getting one.
You better get two because how am I gonna ride next to you?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right. Same way you jumped out of an airplane. Strapped to him, spoon.
Same way you catch a shark.
Look at this. Someone said, Rob, I know you hit regular auctions, so why is your warehouse so full? Anyone want to answer that for me?
The warehouse?
You got to have merchandise. You never want to run out of merch. You want to sell it all.
I'm on Auctions Anonymous, okay? I have a problem. I buy stuff. I take stuff on consignment, and I can't help it. If it's good, I got to take it.
You buy low, and then you hold on and you sell high. I mean, you have to. Could you imagine? Let's go back to the whole pandemic. Remember, I bought the $1,800 and $1,700 unit. The fans would have had nothing to watch if I didn't buy a lot, and that provided over 3 months of videos. And I spaced it out, knowing what was going on as well. So I did intentionally space it out. But 3 months of videos. If I had bought nothing that day, guess what you would have saw for 3 months?
Nothing.
You buy when the buying is good, and then you sell when the selling is good.
And these guys will tell you, it's feast or famine sometimes. Sometimes there's tons of great units will pop up. And then there are times you go for a month or two and there's like a couple decent units, but nothing great. And that's just how it happens sometimes. Like Jeremy, he got that day, there was the person owned 3 units. He bought 2 of the 3 of the units. And he wasn't expecting to buy 2. He was just looking to buy 1 good unit. But 2 awesome units showed up that day, so he had to buy 2 of them, and they were packed.
And I should have bought 3.
That's what happens. I mean, right, you should have bought all 3, but.
Yeah.
Dude, you should have bought all 3. That would have changed the whole game.
Yeah, I should have bought all 3 for sure.
It had been 4 months of videos.
Who
Maybe
knows
5.
what would have been in that one, man? You should have bought the NFL unit one.
Should have bought that one.
That was one to for sure buy.
Yeah,
Should have
we've all
sold
had
the
those.
Dogecoin when it was at 70 cents.
You still have to do that.
Oh, I know which one you're going to, Sean. I'm not planning on going on that one. He sent me the info. That one was too far out of my radius, but yeah, I do know which one you're going to.
Go to that one, Jeremy.
It's
Do
I
it.
already told Robbie I go help him catch 2 gators, and it's way out of my radius. I mean, it's not way out of it.
Did Robbie already send you an address and a time, though?
Good point.
That's
Very,
a-
very,
that's actually a great point.
With Robbie.
very good point. But I'm taking Mimi, the melon lady, to go meet Z-Dog. So
Oh, so that's going down, huh?
that's happening.
Man, I wish I was there because I'd be playing the violin and singing "Love
Yeah.
is there tonight."
Yeah, I would do the she's your queen to me.
I mean, I'll be like,
Yeah.
"You got to kiss the girl."
Yeah, you see her
Desire.
across the way. She ain't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. You don't know why, but you're dying to try. You gotta kiss the girl.
You got to
that's
kiss
funny,
the
man.
girl.
Jeremy,
Desire.
Z-Dog, Z-Dog.
You see her just walking down, and then Z-Dog's just right there, just standing. You're queen to me.
I like where he sings free from inspection.
Desire.
Ashley Quality Storage. What time is it?
Yeah, guys, I'll be here all week. Don't worry.
And you don't know why, but you're dying
My
to
phone
try.
right now.
You
Ashley
gotta
Quality Storage.
kiss the girl.
I just need to know the time.
You're queen to me.
Ashland Quality
Oh, that's funny, Jeremy.
Storage.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The Coming to America, right? You know that movie, right?
You know what Z-Dog's gonna be singing? A little less conversation.
Jane, no, I sold my butler for $100.
Oh, you should have kept the butler.
I know, I should have. I was thinking
You
about
sold them for how much?
$100. Could have got like
Look it up on eBay.
No, I didn't.
Look it up on eBay. Real quick. Look it up on eBay real quick.
What do I type in?
Just put in creepy butler statue.
Creepy butler statue.
Yeah, you'll find one.
He sold it at the flea market.
Yeah, everybody kept going up to me saying that it was on what was it on American Pickers or something? Or Pawn Stars? I don't know.
Yeah, they got one on in their shop. I think it's Pawn Stars.
You see that, Rob?
What's that? 9 a.m. Oh man, I gotta get to Ashland at 9 a.m. I don't know. I'll be waking up early. I'm gonna have to make my tea.
I get creepy butler statue, 6-foot statue.
Look at guys right there. 9 a.m. I put it in my phone. Ashland Quality Storage. I'll be there. I'll be filming. You guys want to say hi? You can meet me at Ashland Quality Storage, 9 a.m. on Saturday.
Oh, excuse me. I might be there too.
You want to see Conky? He might be there. Storage Legends will be late as usual. And what the Hales? You just never know what the Hales.
Well, what's funny is Guapo will get there after the auction and probably go to units that were never up for auction, didn't have a lock on them, and just start cleaning them out.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a helpful guy.
It's let me see, Butler.
He's so good at cleaning out units. He cleans out units that he doesn't even belong to him.
Butler statue.
Find one yet?
No,
I think there was one for like a few $100s that I saw.
I don't know. I can't find one, man. I would imagine it's worth like $400. I would think if I wanted to sit on it, but I was happy to sell it.
Oh, you can't go wrong. What'd you pay for the unit?
$350.
So there you go. No, last one I did, I think I sold my last one.
I found what did I find? I found the Nintendo 64, the Xbox, a couple games and stuff.
Oh, Lane says it should be there.
Who's gonna be there?
It should be there.
All right, I'll be there. 9 a.m.
I'm gonna try.
Now, guys, let's let you know. These guys all know me. About 8:58, 8:59, I'll be pulling in. Okay, I don't show up late like Guapo, but I will be there right before it starts. I don't like sitting around.
I don't like
about 9:58, 9:59. Guapo would be pulling in. Stop the auction! Stop the auction!
I dropped my phone.
I'll call the auctioneer. He'll stop what he's doing. He's like, "Hang on, I got somebody calling me." What do you mean? Yes, we started. No, yeah, I'm not going, guys. I'm probably gonna go and sell stuff.
This is the time of the year, the flea market, baby.
Yeah, I went to Hartville not too long ago, and it was actually pretty decent.
It's linked in the pinned comment on the shark fishing video.
So yeah, it's
anything that bites, man. I checked out a video the other day from Gabe. It was pretty sweet.
Jackie said it was 150, so there you go. I didn't do too bad. $100.
$100 bill now. What do you give it down? 59 cents, 100 going yet?
$100 bill. Did you
girl.
sell those mirrors, Guapo? Yes, I did, Grandma J. I sold all those mirrors. You would hate me if you found out what I got for them, though. I sold them for like $10 each. I didn't want them anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, guys, we stuff, man. It's
yeah,
tough.
it's one of those things. You get so much of things, and I like selling bulk things. When I go to the flea market, what makes me happy is not a whole bunch of a wad of money. I mean, obviously that's the goal, but what makes me happy is a less empty box truck. I tell all my regulars, I tell everybody, my goal is for an example, somebody wanted a bunch of VHSs, and I said, listen, you can take the whole box for, what did I say, like $100, or you can piece them out and you get all the good ones that you want, and I'll charge you, half of retail, which you'll end up paying $100 anyways. So my incentive with you buying the whole tub is I can get rid of a whole tub, and then that's less space in my box truck. So the goal is to downsize, in my opinion. People probably look at me like, are you crazy, Guapo? Why don't you, make the most money possible? And it's not that, guys. I'm on a treasure hunt. I want to have more room to buy more stuff, so which I'm doing absolutely fantastic. The outside is amazing. You gotta check it out, Rob, when you come over. Pretty crazy.
I'll come visit.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Outside, there's like no garbage outside. Everything is all sellable stuff. So
I gotta go Larry tomorrow anyways. I gotta go pick up some rent, pick up some money.
Nice.
You ready to pray other storage legends?
Yeah, heck yeah, I'm ready to pray. Take your glasses off. I'm not ready. I didn't mean it like that, guys. I love hanging out with you. Like I said, if I want, I'd hang out with you guys all night. But.
What he's saying is something's starting to brew down there.
Yeah, no, I don't got to poop today. That's crazy. Blame it on me, Rob. Don't blame it on me, Rob.
Look at that sweet cut my new barber did, man. Instead of taking out my whole bald spot, he like squared it off. I like it, man. I like it. Look at that.
Good. I think it looks good. It's almost like a Nike sign. Just do it. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this awesome hour and 49 minutes that we've had with these awesome subscribers. God, thank you so much. I thank you every single time for this awesome platform, giving us an opportunity to just spread happiness and entertainment and just positivity to so many people at one time. I think it's the biggest blessing, and I'll never stop thanking you for that, God. I just want to just continue to just bless all of our friends, all of our family. Please allow our next week and tomorrow be productive and successful, and just allow us to just grow mentally and physically every day, and give us what we need and not what we want, God. And we ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen and a women.
Amen.
Yeah, man. Birds of a feather flock together, guys. If you hang around with losers, you become one. If you hang around with millionaires and successful, positive people, you become one.